The four who had no faces. There once were four teenagers who walked through the world with no faces. No eyes to cry with, no mouths to speak their truth, no smiles to offer or frowns to warn. They looked in mirrors and saw only a blur, like fog on glass. They were known by their struggles, not their names. The first was called Shadow. He laughed the loudest in every room, but when night came he curled into himself, drowning in silence. His real name was Elijah, but no one had called him that in months. The second was Flame. She was all color, fiery hair, loud music, and bold outfits. But inside she felt cold, numb. Her name used to be Jasmine, but she barely answered to it. The third stone never cried. He fought, slammed lockers, and wore anger like armor. Deep down he was just tired of being tossed around. His birth name, Marcus. And the fourth? They called her Echo. She repeated whatever others said, tried to fit in anywhere, belong everywhere. But nowhere felt like home. Her real name was Ruth. They were faceless not because they were monsters, but because they were hurting. Each had been told, by life, by people, by their own thoughts, that they didn't matter. So they wandered separately, chasing things that glittered but never gave light. Popularity, parties, distractions, empty relationships, likes on screens. All while hiding their brokenness like it was shameful. One day, all four ended up, by chance or by heaven's hand, at a youth group in a little church at the edge of town. They didn't plan to stay. Shadow sat in the back. Flame rolled her eyes. Stone crossed his arms. Echo looked for the exit. But then the youth pastor said something odd. God doesn't need your filters or your fake smiles. He wants your real face, the one hidden under fear, pain, and pride. He knows you, loves you, still wants you. Those words cracked something open. Shadow, Elijah, cried for the first time in years. Flame, Jasmine, whispered her name and felt it settle into her soul. Stone, Marcus, laid down his anger and picked up a Bible. Echo, Ruth, spoke her own words, and they were beautiful. They met again the next week, and the next, and the next. They laughed, prayed, talked late into the night, shared their stories, held each other accountable, and became family. And little by little their faces came back. They weren't perfect, no, but now they were seen, now they were known, now they were loved by each other, and by a God who had never, not for 1 second, turned his face away from them. And that made all the difference.